Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Petrelli. Sometimes that's a little tricky to say. You can call me Mrs. P. And I am your art teacher. So I'm really happy to have an opportunity to talk to you right now. I know that we can't meet in person just yet, but we will get to know each other through these videos. So welcome to my home. I know that we are all working from home and learning from home again. And so I would like to introduce to you the first drawing or our first art project, okay, for this year of kindergarten. You are going to see this video and you're going to find some examples of our very first artist who is inspiring our work. His name was Joan Miro, and he was a Spanish painter. And you're going to find a lot of information on our Google Classroom, which is called Mrs. Petrelli's Kindergarten Art Class. So you will go on that Google Classroom and you will see the assignment for week 1, and you will see references to Joan Miro's work, and then you will find my video, which you're watching right now. So I'm glad that you got there. So what we're going to talk about today is we are going to talk about a bunch of things. First, we're going to talk about creating a picture of something that does not look realistic. What does that mean? Realistic means it looks real, right? Realistic. Now, this doesn't look realistic to me. It doesn't look like a picture of a mom or my brother or anything like that, right? It actually looks like it could be 2 figures maybe, or if I spin it around, does it look wrong? Or can it still look correct? I'll let you decide. When we spin it around, it allows us to see different things. And that kind of artwork is called abstract. You say, abstract. Very good, boys and girls. So, Joan Miro was an abstract expressionist artist, and he made his images or his pictures by using lots of colors and lines and shapes. And those helped to represent something, whatever it is that he wanted to show. This could be a figure of 2 people. It could be 2 aliens. It could be 2 animals, right? We all see different things because we are all individuals. We're all different from one another. So what we're going to start to do today is we're going to start to do something in his style. This is not his. This is what I did looking at his, which is on the Google Classroom. So first we're going to start off by drawing. All you're going to need is a piece of paper, a piece of copy paper, and a pencil. That's all you need for week 1, okay? So you try to follow along. I like to use the phrase Simon Says. You know, like Simon Says the game? Simon says do this, Simon says do this. Well, we play Simon Says draw together, okay? So let's try to show me a big oval, like the shape of an egg. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Notice what I did. I'm drawing freehand. I'm not tracing it. I'm just making a curved line down, back, around, and up, and then I connect. So I take that curved line, and when I enclose it, or when I connect it back to itself, it creates a shape, right? So you are making an oval. Okay, now if you wanted to continue to draw freehand, you may do that. If you'd like to take an object that you have at home that is round, you could trace the circle if you'd like. So maybe I'm going to trace very slowly and carefully around my cup. And sometimes it moves, and sometimes we make a mistake, and it's okay. We can just erase it. And now we have a circle. Okay, sounds good. Now, how about making a curved triangle. So a triangle, which this is all new. Maybe some of you know what a triangle is, maybe some of you haven't learned it yet, and that's okay. We're going to learn it together. 3 sides, and it's like a capital letter A, and up, and touch that oval and come back down, right? Like a capital letter A, and then instead of putting a line across it, or you could put a line across it, you could make the capital letter A. Now I'm going to connect the bottom with a curved line and connect. There. Okay. And now, if you wanted to take other items that you found at home, these sponges have some paint on it, but if you have something that is small, that is a different shape, maybe I'm going to trace this this rectangle next to my triangle. So maybe I'm going to give this figure a rectangular body, right? So I'm just creating, I hope that you can see my lines. I'm looking at the camera, and I think I need to darken up these lines a little bit more so that you can see what I'm drawing here on my white paper. Okay, that's better. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you could see my lines and that they weren't too light. But we usually want to work light. When you're working at home and you're drawing your pictures and you're working on your artwork, try to not press hard. Don't go like this with my pencil. Why? Because then it's going to be very, very hard to erase your mistakes. And usually we make mistakes, right? Because nobody's perfect. So now here, maybe I'm going to make at the bottom of this rectangle a letter J. So I'm going to make a letter J with a curved line. And maybe on this side, I'll make a backwards letter J. Backwards. So now he has like 2 legs or 2 feet or whatever. But the reason that I'm making it look like 2 figures is that I wanted you to think about the things that we were missing this whole time that we've been home, right? We weren't able to do a lot of things. We were home. Now we might be able to go out a little bit more, right? But the thing that I missed the most about this whole time of being away from school was hugging my friends and my family, right? So I wanted to show 2 figures, right? Doesn't matter, it could be a boy or a girl or 2 girls or 2 boys or whatever, or 2 aliens or 2 animals, but 2 figures, right? And I wanted them to look as though they were hugging one another, because that's what I missed the most. So I'm gonna make these 2 figures also hugging each other. So I'm gonna come back down here, make another letter J, and connect. Another letter J, and connect, so that it's pointy at the tip. Okay, ready? Now I'm going to make some arms. So I'm going to come over here to my triangle, and I'm gonna go across, stop at the circle, jump over the circle, and come back into this rectangle. That way it will look as though the arm of this figure is going around and behind this guy, right? Or this girl. I did leave out this person's legs. So I'm gonna put a curved line there and a curved line here. And maybe I'm going to put 2 circles at the tip of those feet. And let's see. Now I need you to jump over to this side of the triangle, and I want you to come down and connect. Just like that. a curved line down across your rectangle and then connect. I hope you can see that. Okay, now we need this guy's arms. So I'm gonna put one arm from here and connect and stop, jump over, and come back around. Now it looks like they're hugging. Okay, and this arm, maybe I'm just gonna hang it right here. A curved line. Good? Okay, now I'm going to give him or her some eyes. So I'm going to put a circle right here. A small circle inside my larger circle. Okay, and now I'm going to show a tall, skinny letter C right next to that. So here's a letter C with my hand, and now I'm going to just make it taller. Okay, can you see that? Okay, and then I'm going to make a backwards C or a backwards curved line on the other side. And then jump back in this circle and make a teeny tiny circle. That's gonna be the pupil. Okay, and now I'm gonna make a little circle here on this side. And then I need you to connect. So connect with a curved line, this eye to that eye. And I know that the eyes look different. If you want to make them the same, you can. I know our eyes are the same. They look the same, both of them. But I didn't know what these were going to be. Maybe they were from outer space. Maybe they were from underneath the ocean, right? Some other kind of creature. So I'm gonna jump into my oval right here. And maybe I'm going to make the same kind of eye as the other one, a circle, and then a smaller circle inside. And then a tall, skinny C, letter C, and then connect it with a backwards C. Awesome. You're doing a great job, boys and girls. I'm super proud of you. Okay, I'm gonna put another circle here for the other eye, and this time I'm gonna make a smaller circle inside. And now we connect. We go from this eye, make a curved line down and back up and connect and touch those two lines together. And maybe now they need a little hair. I'm going to make a curved line up, curved line up, curved line up. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. You can't make mistakes, right? Really? No, you can't make mistakes because it's your artwork. So there's no right or wrong way to do it. Maybe this person or this figure or animal is gonna have a wavy, a curved line, like water in the ocean, right? Or water in the pool. Curved. Curved and wiggly. Okay. And now, maybe in the back here somewhere, Joan Miro, in a lot of his pieces, he has this red circle. I don't know what it is. It could be whatever you imagine it to be. So I'm going to put one maybe in the same spot. I'm just going to make a nice circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you would like to trace it, again, with something round that you have at home, you may do that, but you don't have to. It's your choice. And then I'm going to make a couple of stars or snowflakes. I don't know, whatever you imagine them to be also. But I'm going to make a letter X. A letter X like a crisscross applesauce. And then I'm going to make another line, straight line down, and that's vertical. Vertical means the tall way up and down. And then I'm going to make a horizontal line across from side to side, and that is horizontal. You say vertical. Good, you say horizontal. Good. Okay, so now I can make as many of those as I like, but I'm not gonna make too many, so maybe I'll make 2 more. Maybe one up here, an X, and then another vertical line, and then another horizontal line. And maybe one more down here. X, vertical, vertical, horizontal, horizontal. Okay, so now I have my drawing, and I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. I think I'm doing a good job because I'm trying my very, very best, okay? And as long as you try your best and you show your best effort, that's the most you can do, right? Okay, so now this is as much as you have to do for week 1. So for the assignment, this is week 1 of our Joan Miro piece. So you only have to do this much. Next week, we are going to start tracing. We're going to trace in a marker or in a crayon. It could be whatever color you want. I mean, if you have black, that would be best. And I don't have black here. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. So you can either use a black crayon or a black marker if you have markers at home, whatever you have. It would be nice if we could use only black if you have it. If you don't have it, no problem. Don't worry. But next week, we're going to take all of our pencil lines and we're going to trace them. And we're going to trace them in black marker or crayon. And then after that, we'll add the colors, okay? And we'll talk about the primary colors, which are the colors that we are going to use in this art piece. The primary colors are the first family of colors. So you are just starting Frank R. Conwell PS for primary school number 3. And that means that this is the first school that you will attend. And it's the most important school because that's when we begin learning everything, right? That we're going to build upon when we get older. So the primary colors, the red and the blue and the yellow, are the most important and the first family of colors. Why? Does anybody know? In case you don't know, they are the most important family of colors because these 3 colors, red, yellow, blue, when you mix them, they create all of the other colors in the rainbow or in the color wheel, okay? But we will talk about that in week 2. So for now, for just this week 1 of our artwork, you only have to use pencil. If you want to continue, you can certainly begin tracing, okay? If you have extra time at home or you're just really enjoying making this artwork, you can begin to trace. And what do I mean by tracing? Well, tracing, boys and girls, is when we go on top of our pencil lines. Now, am I tracing slowly or am I tracing quickly? That's right. If you said that I'm tracing very slowly, you're right. And why is that? Because if I trace slowly, then I can hide my pencil. I don't want to see my pencil. It's going to look sloppy. I want to hide my pencil. That means go on top of it so that we can't see the pencil anymore. If I trace very quickly, then I'm going to make new lines. I'm going to make more lines and I will have to trace them again and it might show my mistake. So all I'm going to do is slowly take my black marker or crayon and I'm going to go over all of my lines and shapes that I made in pencil. okay? Just like that. So that is all for week 1. And I am so happy to be meeting you virtually. I welcome you to our art class. We're going to have a really, really fun and exciting year in kindergarten. And I look forward to seeing you again next week for week 2. So please tell Mommy and Daddy that when you're done with this, to take a picture and upload it or send it to me, email it to me so that I can see what you've done so far, okay? I'm really, really excited. Okay, I'll see you next week, boys and girls. Bye.